Hey, everybody, just want to see what's up and all that. I'm gonna say I got this Mortal Kombat probably a little over a month or so now, and I'll say this: I have played quite a bit of Mortal Kombat, and with the history that I've seen it go through, I think this one's probably the best one yet, and probably one of the best rosters there is. And lastly, I think they need to stop at this one for sure. I have been around for a while. I've seen the first Mortal Kombat in '92. Saw the indoor swap meet in Long Beach, California. That's the first time I've seen the game. Then later on I started seeing it all over the place in like the mall and all that. And to me, Mortal Kombat was one of the very few games that was a rival to Street Fighter 2.
This one does not trust you.
Like I said, I've seen the first Mortal Kombat back then. It was just something different and weird, especially as a little kid where I lived at. Then, everybody loved 2. Everybody loved Part 2. As much of a instant classic as it was, which we're all waiting for it and all that. Especially for that time of a lot of great things that came out that I think that came out with Mortal Kombat 2. I was about 6th grade when that game came out, and to me a lot of things really good happened that year. When Mortal Kombat 3 came out, you know, I had weird feelings about it because I've seen characters that was just playing out odd, like Striker, like white Strikers there. Sub-Zero looked cool without his mask or whatever. It looks more like a stripper than anything else. 4, I don't know what to say about 4. It was just so stiff for me with 4. And it stuck with 4 for a very long time. I don't know about 4. It's just weird with 4. Everybody that I knew still stuck with either 2 or 3 for a while. I have never played Part 4, believe it or not. And then they had the Sub-Zero Mythologies, which somebody said it was good, and then other people said it was terrible. And then never played it myself. I do hear reviews of it being terrible. They had the game on Dreamcast, the Special Forces, Mortal Kombat Special Forces. I heard that was really awful too. I heard Gold was good. The trilogy game was pretty good too. But the one that I remember very fondly that I paid for myself was Mortal Kombat 5 Deadly Alliance. Believe it or not, I do like Deadly Alliance, but I didn't like them as much as the first 3. It was just something missing to it. It wasn't as many fatalities people would think. The conquest was pretty crazy. You know, it was just so different. That's when they had the crypt chest type of thing first started out. That was pretty crazy to me. You could get things for free. You could get things for cheap, or you get paid so much for something, and there ain't nothing in there. But Yeah, five was pretty cool. It took me a while to unlock everything in that one, and then uh right after 5, and when I saw Deception I wasn't too big on. I was just wondering what the hell did did they do? Then they had the Shaolin monks, but I was still devastated with Deception, because in Deadly Alliance there's a couple of things you could do that's unintentional. You get hurt by your surroundings, which was kind of still kind of new or whatever. Change your fighting style during gameplay, which was fine and cool. And then
Spare me your riddles,
Deception had the same type of thing, but it was just, I don't know, it just seemed a little too much to me with that so I didn't even attempt to play that one. And then the other game that no, I was interested in, but after I played it, it was just like, it's not a full Mortal Kombat game, even though it says it is. It's Mortal Kombat versus DC. I don't know about anybody else. I wasn't really too big on that either. I think they should have done a whole lot better what they did on that. Hey, they came out quite another one, Armageddon. Armageddon, I think they got the Freddy Krueger in there, which I think it was cool to put Freddy Krueger in there. But they put the newer Freddy Krueger in there instead of the old Robert England version.
Fatality. New Cybot.
But I don't know why they didn't put Robert England's Freddy in there or whatever as a variant or such thing like that, but it was a good hit to get what they wanted, and especially with things like Kratos in one of the games, which was pretty cool also. With that being said, with the exception of Mortal Kombat X or XL, as you can say, here's what I have a problem with Mortal Kombat Armageddon, X, and 11. Mortal Kombat 9, that's the one with Freddy Krueger, which was, to me, it was pretty cool. But they did something that I think it was a really big no-no type of thing. Why is the character not unlockable just by playing the game or whatever? Things of the sort. Here's what I'm saying about it, but and I'm gonna go through that first. Freddy Krueger is a playable character that you have to have, unless you get the ultimate version, the downloadable version, special edition version, as you can say. In Mortal Kombat X, believe it or not, as I first saw it, I wanted this game. And Mortal Kombat X has done something that is just extremely really out there. They took what they had and they turned it up quite a few notches, and they did something like what Marvel vs. Capcom has done, or even Street Fighter 5, as you can say, what I've seen, and they just turned it up pretty well on X. But what they have done is put characters in there that is that we would like to see in the game. That was really cool. First of all, the Predator being in there, that was awesome. I like the Predator. I've been a Predator fan since when it first came out. When I first saw the Predator. Alien. If you have Predator, you gotta have Alien on there. It's no doubt that you have to have that for sure. Leatherface, thought it was a pretty good addition and see what he could do.
From what I've seen,
that was extremely different and out of the park in my book. And having one of my absolute favorite slasher film characters of all time, Jason Voorhees, into the game. To me, it was no doubt it would have been an absolute perfect fit of Jason Voorhees. Some of the special moves he has were pretty good and all that. Which showed all the characters, especially the fatalities and all that. The way that it looked, the cinematic way, and the story, that was all pretty awesome. But with all that being somewhat said, I do think Freddy should have been in X also, so you could have that Freddy vs. Jason fight type of thing. I knew they had a story and all that was going on with Mortal Kombat X and all that, which was decent. The way it ended, where you take Chinook's amulet out of his chest or whatever, the animation just looked way too corny with all the characters. Just looked too corny. But the gameplay is really good. And that was some of the flaws that MKX had. Not too many people could play all the characters. To me, if I want to play a fighting game, especially if I own it, I want to have all the characters playable. I don't want to spend my time playing on the character and just be like, oh yeah, how you do this, how you do that. Then I spend my time with pretty much one character. And the crypt thing, Mortal Kombat X, was pretty cool. It took me a while to grind that out the hard way, going through these towers and all that, which I didn't really mind much. But I wish they did better variations of each character. Some of the characters didn't look right. It's like, how can Jason have a silver mask or things like that? They should change it to a point like, alright, here's the Jason Friday the 13th Part 7. Here's one that's from Part 6. And then here's one from Part 3 or something like that. They should have done something a little better than that. And I would say a lot of people have heard the fans. Yes, they have to heard the fans when you go into the Mortal Kombat 11. I didn't think they're gonna top X. But Mortal Kombat 11, they put a whole lot of characters in there. Starting off with was it 22? Then you got to get all these other ones in there, the other 7 or something like that. Then you have all these suits and all that, skins. They could change them, and they could be other people, which was kind of cool. And here's a problem with, like I said, I'm gonna have a problem with buying with all these skins and all that. RoboCop, I think that was great. Terminator, that's awesome also. The funny thing is, before I knew about it, about those two being into the, before I knew RoboCop was going to be in the game, I actually bought the RoboCop versus Terminator SNES game a little bit before that, before I knew that.
Somehow, I am not afraid.
What really gets to me is that they got another story thing to it, which I think they should have probably waited for another game type of thing, which is not a bad idea. And what pisses me off is that it's like, alright, if you want the original Mortal Kombat and you got it when it first came out, it was going to be like, what, $50? And then if you go out and wait for the DLC that comes out, you got to pay each character for $5-6 each, or get the bundle for like $15 or something like that, something crazy like that. And here's what somewhat ticks me off. A little over a year ago, 14 months ago, in October 2019, I got myself a Ps4, and I got the Mortal Kombat XL with all the characters and all that for $20. Is that an issue? Not really, because I do feel sorry for a lot of the people that bought the game brand new and getting all the characters and all that separated. And when you buy them separated, and I did look it up on the PlayStation Store, let's say for the Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11, when it first came out, it was $50, and then you gotta buy all the characters separately and all that extra downloadable content and etc. Whatever, right? That now that game, just for the standard version, is about maybe $12-13. And you gotta buy the downloadable content, which is gonna be like maybe $30-40 out the door online. What I did, and I don't think I did too bad myself, because I think it's more fair, much more fair. I have went out trying to see if I could get a video game cheap, because I'm already going through some of my games already. I got myself Mortal Kombat Aftermath, the standard version, and some of the characters that's up to that point. So I got all the skins and all that that some people had to pay for or get the pre-order or whatever. But the only thing I didn't have was the last 3 characters and movie skins. But you do get the other skins that came out after the first game came out. When I looked at this game online, it was still close to $80 to $100 to get the whole bundle of the Ultimate Mortal Kombat for that much. And I'll say this, they almost got me with that $80 version.
Can you feel
They almost got me with that one.
Then you will
Oh, that's a cool hammer.
fight.
But it makes me kind of angry that I'll say this, about a year from now, You know, at least a year from now, probably less than a year. The Mortal Kombat 11 game is gonna be at least, let's say, $20, or even less, for the whole thing, for the whole game and everything.
Fight.
And there's people out there that have already paid 5 to 10 times as much just for this game. I don't know about anybody else. If I'm gonna pay almost $100 for the game and all that, I'm gonna be keeping that game for a very long time, because I'm not gonna waste my money just having something that there's no way I could return.
Noob Silent wins.
I don't know if anybody agrees with me, but the microtransactions type of stuff is just ridiculous. But I just want to know who out there is gonna buy. If you could go out there and go get the Ultimate Edition for $20, besides the standard, and be like, hey, I could buy the standard and get this other stuff for cheaper, which really they don't really discount some of their downloadable content. You might as well just go looking for the cheaper version, the more expensive version, with the downloads and all that. But it's just me. It's just I'm just sick and tired of people being screwed for something that even though a lot of games are good or whatever, but come on, man. It's just, to me, it's just a bad taste in my mouth.
Round 2. Fight.
The other thing is, ever since I bought the Aftermath and I put the game in and all that, I know the game came out for a while. I did pay, I think it's $25 for it, $25, I think. And I paid for the downloadable content with the Rambo bundle. I did pay for that, but
Noob Silent wins.
it's I don't know. It's just a lot of this grinding stuff is just ridiculous. The Crypt and MKX, they made you pre-work your freaking butt off for a while. And you had to do all the work for it. And you know, I'll say this: a few months ago, I was very satisfied that I got everything. I unlocked it and this and that, and part of the game I just let sit there because it was just getting. It's like, haha, can my score be this time?
If it is, I'm taking you.
And all that, the little tournaments and all that. That was somewhat pretty cool. In MKX, I like what they did. The story for it is freaking awesome. I love the story to it. The part with the Shao Kahn and Sindel story thing in Aftermath, if you guys have Aftermath, that was really good. I'm impressed. I am very impressed with what they did with the Mortal Kombat with the story, actually, especially in Aftermath, which just something that took me out to left field, which I didn't really expect. With that being said, with his grinding with the crypts and all that. Crypt is fun. I'll say that it's fun. It's different. It's somewhat that's pretty cool. But when you start doing this grinding stuff where you just have to let your AI have to do a lot of this work, and some of this work is just taking a whole lot of your time just to get to it, I'm sorry. I do see the cost being cut down and all that on there, but if you're one of those people similar to myself that really want to get all this stuff done, it's a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt just getting this all out there. Alright, smoke ashy hand guards. What the hell? Coming up with some stupid stuff. Okay.
Noob Cybot.
Oh, I'll say this. Where the hell did he go? Oh. Yeah, if you guys gonna play Mortal Kombat X, make sure that you guys know what you're getting into, because it's just... some of this stuff is just... too much of a grind. Like, at first they say that, you're gonna... let's say, gotta kill a person 25 or 50 times to get their head. Before it was 50, now it's 25. But yeah, if you let your AI do it, you better hope they don't just do a friendship or mess up on the whatever, because it's just a mess. It's just, I don't know about anybody else, but sometimes on my towers, they cut me off. Sometimes. Alright. Yeah, I just hope, I was like, I don't mind a lot of the work, it's just too much work for some of this shit.
Round 1. Fight.
As you guys can see, if you guys can see, our AI just got his ass handed to him. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna do that again. and I'm gonna do the different wow, do different upgrades because Noob Saibot is pretty much beast on towers.
Misc.BlackAcidDemon.
Alright. Let's see if he could do it this time if I did AI it.
Round 1. Fight.
She got me again with a fatal blow. Finally. See, that's the shit that I hate he does.